Have you ever wondered how some people seem to live their lives with an abundance of positivity and success? It's a question that piques our curiosity, doesn't it? Well, the secret lies not in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday choices we make. Imagine a life where you consciously invest in long-term possessions, things that you use for over 1,000 hours, like your mattress, shoes, office chair, or phone. The quality of these possessions can significantly impact your mood and productivity. Now, consider the power of positive gossip, where you make a habit of praising others when they are not around. It's a simple yet effective way to foster a positive work and social environment. And what about the joy that humor brings? Spending just 30 minutes each day watching stand-up comedy can not only lighten your mood, but also help you understand the art of making others laugh. Join us as we explore some of the most useful life advice to consider to live a life full of positivity and growth. First on our list is the concept of investing in long-term possessions. You see, the things we use the most have a profound impact on our daily lives. Imagine spending 1,000 hours on a lumpy mattress or sitting day in and day out on an uncomfortable office chair. Sounds awful, right? This is why it's worth spending a little more on items such as mattresses, pillows, shoes, office chairs, or even your phone. These are things we use for over 1,000 hours. Investing in their quality can drastically improve our life quality too. Their value lies not in their price tag, but in the comfort, efficiency, and overall positivity they bring into our lives. So next time you're shopping, consider the long-term benefits. Remember, the value of a product is not just in its price tag, but in the comfort and efficiency it brings to your life. Next up is the practice of positive gossip. This may sound like an oxymoron, but it's a powerful tool for spreading positivity. Most of us are familiar with the negative side of gossip, but have you ever considered the impact of praising someone when they're not around? This simple act can transform the energy in a room, and it's one of the fastest ways to foster a positive work or social environment. Think about it. When you share a compliment or speak highly of someone in their absence, you not only uplift the person you're speaking about, but also the people you're speaking to. It's a ripple effect of positivity. This kind of gossip can strengthen bonds, build trust, and promote a culture of appreciation and respect. So let's make a habit of positive gossip. When we speak positively about others, we also cultivate positivity within ourselves. Ever thought about the role of humor in spreading positivity? Well, it's more significant than you might imagine. It's a universal language that can bridge gaps, lighten moods, and foster a sense of camaraderie. But how can we harness this power of humor? The answer is simple. Surround yourself with it. Dedicate a portion of your day to indulge in something funny. It could be a stand-up comedy show, a humorous podcast, or even a comic strip. By doing so, you're not just laughing your stress away, but you're also subtly understanding the art of humor. You'll start to see patterns, recognize comedic timing, and maybe even develop your own style of humor. The benefits? It's a ripple effect. As you become funnier, you'll spread more laughter and positivity around you, making the world a slightly better place. As laughter is the best medicine, a daily dose of humor can keep negativity at bay. Let's talk about the role of watering holes in building productive habits. The term watering holes refers to places we frequent every day. Your work desk, the kitchen table, your nightstand. These are the spots where you can set up habits you want to cultivate. Why? Because these are the places where you spend a significant chunk of your day. Imagine you want to read more. If you leave a book on your nightstand, it becomes part of your daily routine. You see it when you go to bed and when you wake up. This constant reminder can help you make reading a daily habit. Or perhaps you want to drink more water. If you keep a water bottle at your work desk, it prompts you to hydrate throughout the day. These daily touch points, your watering holes, can be powerful tools in habit formation. They present continuous opportunities to practice and reinforce your desired behaviors. Your watering holes can be the key to unlocking a more disciplined and productive lifestyle. Ever heard of a personal user manual? No, it's not a guide to operating a human being. It's a tool to improve our interactions with others. Picture this, a brief document that outlines how people can best work with you. It's a roadmap to your communication preferences, work style, strengths, and weaknesses. It's like giving someone a cheat sheet to understanding you. Imagine the potential benefits. Miscommunications can be avoided, collaborations can be more effective, and friendships can deepen. It can also help you understand yourself better by forcing you to think critically about your own style and preferences. Think of it as a guide to your operating system. And the best part? It's not set in stone. As you grow and evolve, so does your manual. Update it as often as needed and share it with those you interact with regularly. Being easy to work with is an underrated skill that can set you apart in any environment. Our next advice involves inversion thinking and an acronym HALT. Inversion thinking is a strategy that flips traditional problem solving on its head. Instead of focusing on how to achieve success, we consider what actions would lead to failure, and then we strive to avoid those actions. It's a powerful method that helps us sidestep the pitfalls that could hinder our progress. Imagine you're planning a road trip. Instead of just plotting the route, think about what could go wrong. Flat tire, pack a spare, traffic, check the best times to travel. By anticipating and avoiding these potential problems, you're more likely to reach your destination smoothly. Now let's talk about HALT. It stands for hungry, angry, lonely, tired. These 4 states of being can cloud our judgment and lead to poor decision-making. Before making any significant decision, it's essential to ask ourselves if we're experiencing any of these states. If the answer is yes, it's crucial to address that issue before proceeding with the decision. Are you about to make a big purchase but you're feeling hungry? Grab a snack first. About to send an angry email? Take a few deep breaths or take a walk to cool down. Feeling lonely or tired and considering a life-altering choice? Perhaps it's better to first connect with a loved one or get some rest. The beauty of both inversion thinking and HALT is in their simplicity. These methods encourage us to think differently, to consider the negatives as well as the positives, and to ensure that our basic needs are met before we make decisions that could significantly impact our lives. These techniques can be applied to various aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional pursuits. They remind us that success isn't just about moving forward, it's also about knowing what could hold us back and learning to navigate around those obstacles. Remember, minimizing stupidity and addressing our basic needs can lead us far in life. Scene script. Lastly, we have the next morning rule and the use of pattern interrupt questions. Let's start with the next morning rule. It's a simple yet powerful technique that encourages us to be more thoughtful about our commitments. Imagine this. You've just been invited to a networking event or a social gathering that's scheduled for 2 weeks from now. Instead of automatically saying yes, here's what you do. You ask yourself, would I be willing to do this if it was happening tomorrow morning? If the answer is no, then perhaps it's not something you truly want or need to do. This rule helps us to prioritize our time and energy more effectively, making room for the things that truly matter to us. Now let's move on to pattern interrupt questions. These are questions that break the usual pattern of small talk and foster deeper connections. For instance, instead of asking someone, "How are you?" or "What do you do?" you could ask, "What are you excited about right now?" or "What's the best thing that happened today?" These questions encourage the other person to share more about their passions, their experiences, and their perspective. They can lead to more engaging and meaningful conversations, helping to strengthen your relationships. In a world where we're often rushing from one task to the next, these techniques can make a significant difference. The next morning rule encourages us to be more mindful about the commitments we make, ensuring that our time and energy are spent on things that genuinely bring us joy and fulfillment. Meanwhile, pattern interrupt questions help us to foster deeper connections with the people around us, moving beyond the surface level to discover shared interests, experiences, and perspectives. And remember, these aren't just techniques for improving our productivity or our social skills. They're tools for cultivating a more positive and fulfilling life. A life where our actions align with our values, where our relationships are filled with meaningful conversations, and where we're able to find joy and fulfillment in each and every day. Asking ourselves the right questions and being mindful of our commitments can lead to a more meaningful and positive life. So, are you ready to spread positivity and live a more fulfilling life? Today, we've explored some powerful strategies to cultivate positivity in your life. We've talked about investing in long-term possessions, those items that we use for over 1,000 hours, and how they can significantly enhance our quality of life. We've also discussed the transformative power of positive gossip, how praising others when they're not around fosters a more positive environment. We've delved into the role of humor and how surrounding yourself with comedy can help you understand the art of making people laugh. We've looked at how to build habits at your watering holes and the benefits of writing a personal user manual. We've also touched on the concept of inversion thinking, the HALT technique for decision-making, the next morning rule, and pattern interrupt questions. Remember, the key to a positive and successful life lies in our daily habits, our interactions with others, and our attitude towards ourselves.